We are here with the incomparable Little Mo.
That was a nice big word.
You like that?
Oh yeah.
I'm not quite sure what it means.
It
Incomparable?
means untouchable.
I'm kidding.
Unable to compare.
Exactly.
I know. It was a joke. But before we got on the program here, you guys were having Maryland talk.
Yeah, I know Lil Mo because I used to work at WPGC in DC. That's where I started.
Oh wow.
And interning for Tigger and whatnot. And I guess a few years after I started in the early 2000s, you were on in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Doing Afternoon Drive, right?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah. That
So-
was 11 years ago.
That long ago, huh?
Yeah, because I was pregnant with my first daughter who just turned 11, and like I had just turned #1 on that station, and I had to leave because I had to have my baby.
So you went from being an R&B star to then let's talk about that. Why
Yeah.
did you transition out of R&B and into doing radio in a really quick fashion? Usually people do that maybe years later. You did it almost right away.
I heard the new station was coming to Baltimore, and I didn't know that they were going to have on-air talent. So one of my good friends, whose name is Phil Thornton, was like, well, I'll call them. And because I used to fill in for a lot of people at Hot 97,
All the time.
like, they was just like, yeah, we'll hire her. Like, I literally didn't have no air check, no nothing. And they hired me, and so
You know, that's something about that Hot 97. Once you work here, you can kind of go anywhere.
yeah, that's when Tracy Clarity was here.
Yeah, that's why she
so
put me
it
in
was
the
just
game.
like, I don't know if she put in a good word, if they actually called or whatever the case may be. Just the fact that they heard about this station, they gave me a job, no edge, like no nothing. I was just like, seriously? And
But don't try to get away from the fact that Rosenberg just yanked your hood pass. That's right,
he
ladies and gentlemen.
did. He robbed my hood
Rosenberg, who
card.
doesn't even have a hood pass.
But he's quick
yanked
to
yours.
yank everybody else.
Well, she just mentioned the
Including
suburb
yours
that her
right now.
family lives in, and
Yeah.
I know because I had friends who used to live in that suburb, and I was like, oh, that's a boring ass suburb in Maryland.
Yeah, it's like by Fort Meade, but I'm
But
just
what is
like,
it called? What is it?
it's like by Fort Meade. It's a town.
don't
Like
know
so,
what the
and
hell
so
that
many
is.
What is it
different
called
towns.
though? What is it called?
Odenton.
So I asked her. I'm
So
like,
my
what?
whole family is
She's
out
like,
there.
oh, it's like
Because
Long
everybody like
Island.
you from Baltimore, and I'm just like, well,
Kinda.
actually, I represent Baltimore because if you say you from Maryland, which is PG County, that don't count. So people like, yeah, I'm from Maryland, like that's not Baltimore, but the hood love me, so I have to say Baltimore.
Are you originally from Baltimore?
No, I'm originally from New
You're
York.
originally from New York.
Yeah.
And then you just ended up in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And then, because there's a big difference. When you rep
A big
Baltimore,
difference.
and I'm from outside D.C., people don't understand that
What,
here. It's a
PG?
different world. No, I'm from Montgomery County.
Ooh, Mo County.
yeah, so
that's
Mon-
where the sniper was at.
Thank you. I can't believe that's what you would think of.
No, because my cousin is a sheriff out there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's also like the nicest county in Maryland.
It
She's like, that's where
is.
the sniper was.
Wait, but time
we have
out.
some other things.
I'm still wondering. The only people I know that went from New York City to Baltimore went there for selling drugs.
Oh, that's true.
Ooh,
Were
they
you moving
tried
weight?
to-
Were you moving weight when you were
Oh,
down?
not at all. Not
You
at
was
all.
moving that white.
No.
That Molly.
How was Baltimore in your time there, though? Like you obviously did parties probably in the hood and were
Yeah.
all over the place. What was Baltimore like? Because now because of The Wire, people have a lot of different images of Baltimore.
It's still turned up. That's where every year I have a birthday party there. That's where I party. Anytime I do something, like I do it for the city of Baltimore. So when now he's the governor, but O'Malley, he like gave me my own day and everything out there. So
Oh,
like
that's pretty
August
big.
25th is Little Mo Day.
So it's really become a second home for you.
Yeah, Baltimore, even though it's a city, it's like a state. It's a whole the mindset, the lifestyle, the people.
The slang.
Yeah,
The accent.
Murray, everything. Yes, it's just
The music. They had their own music too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and nobody dances with each other. They dance by themselves. I live.
Really? Is that a
That's
vibe in the
interesting.
clubs?
It really is. Yeah, like people make spoofs of it. It's just guys dancing by themselves and girls just. It's hilarious, but that's us.
Hilarious in
Yes, sir.
Maryland.
Where are
Yeah.
you?
And
Where
now
are you
have
from
the twin.
here?
Southside Jamaica, Queens.
You're
I
from
was born in
South-
Long Island, in Bayshore, Long Island, and then before I moved to Maryland, I was living out in Jamaica, Queens.
And what's your ethnic background?
Like, what color am I?
I can tell what color you are. Delicious.
I'm a
Like you
lot of-
West Indian,
I'm a lot-
you
Yeah.
black, just black,
We
plain
a
old
lot of
black.
things. Like my dad is black and white. My mother is like black. She's from the South Bronx, so it's like Guyanese and black. But I'm just
Black.
Lil
Black
Mo,
New
yeah.
Yorker, Lil Mo.
After a couple of
Yeah.
generations, you can't really run
Yeah,
that
you can't even
Guyanese
claim. Yeah, I'm
clip.
German. No, bitch, you ain't.
you white.
Yeah, hello, bitch. You don't know Hitler. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God! You don't know? That's the only German reference we have.
That's the only person I know, and I don't say Guten Tag.
Hilarious. Lil Mo. So the show is R&B Divas
LA. Yeah.
And is there spinoffs of this program coming?
Lord
Like-
willing, I mean, that's what I'm speaking into existence. I don't think that anybody should do one thing and not, try to catapult and form their own thing. Everything I do, I have to make it something
You say
about the Little
D.
Mo Show.
Yeah.
D. Yeah.
Baltimore.
Yes, sir.
Got it.
So she was on there with Claudette Ortiz. Was there
Yeah.
any beef on the show? Did you set it off on somebody? Because I have a feeling you were the rowdy
I'm
one.
4'11", so I was the shortest one. So of course, I was fresh from the East Coast. Like I literally, when we started filming, my newborn was 7 months, so I was still postpartum. So when I came in there humble as a lamb, but was silence everybody because I'm just like, I ain't fly 4 kids, my husband, my whole lifestyle to the West Coast to
Put up with your bullshit.
exactly that Hollywood shit is just a whole different feel, and I didn't have time for it. Like I'm out here to get this money. When I leave out the house, it's just like where the check at. That's all I know. So when I leave out the house, if somebody trying to shut that down, then I'm coming after your ass. And so yeah, it was beef.
So like who? Give me some examples.
Kelly Price and Dawn Robinson. Yeah,
What happened with that?
who knows? I don't even know what they're doing to this day, and I don't care.
Okay.
But I mean, you do respect them as singers, yes? No?
I did.
Until the show.
Yeah.
Well, now Kelly Price had a long songwriter resume, right? She wrote some country tunes. She did pretty well, right?
I don't Google her name. Like, no, I'm not trying to be
so
funny.
it's-
So, I mean, I know her from church stuff. Because we know, like, our circle, like, from church, from, like, Donnie McClurkin to, like, everybody in the church scene, that's how I knew her.
Right.
Because she's from New York as well.
I didn't know
but
that.
maybe she been on the West Coast scene too much. Because, like, she tried my life. And I was just like, you don't do that with me. Because,
So you felt like she was trying to play you.
yeah.
As
I really
soon
did.
as you got there, you felt it. You felt the tension.
Not, I would say like around all right, we shot for 9 weeks, but we did 8 episodes because we had to take a week off because people was acting like they had songs on Hot 97. Like I said, you ain't got no songs out. I'm the only one with a recurring hit because I was the only one that was in radio, and I saw the list and I was still putting out music. So I just didn't understand. Like I thought we was coming here to do a show. Like R&B Divas LA was supposed to resurface all our careers, because for real though, let's be serious, we was all unsung. And I was just like, well, dang, I was doing shows with everybody. I thought I was still famous, but I said, you still have to keep your brand out there or else people would think you're dead. So I had to let people know I'm alive, I'm here, I'm ready to win. So when we were doing the show, when people would come in with shades on the inside, who does that? Bitch, we need to see your eyes. I need to connect with your spirit or else, shit.
Your spirit. I need to watch this show.
Yeah.
I already need to watch it.
Because a lot of people think we was honestly, I think when people heard about R&B Divas LA, they was thinking, oh, they just gonna be singing and have a good old time.
It's true,
No.
though. That's what I thought.
Who gets along with their coworkers all the time?
And it has the word
it doesn't
divas in the title, which already has a connotation
They
of
should have
chicks who are
said
gonna
they
fight.
should have said demons, because some people came and their spirit was off. I can't. I got too many kids be playing.
Well, hold
Hello?
on. So, hold on, real quick. And she does have 4 children.
4.
You're based currently now. Where do you technically live?
Between Baltimore and LA.
Between Baltimore. So you have a home in LA also.
Well, we have places. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Because we were in Burbank, just depending on where we want to stay, because we have this thing called Airbnb where you can like rent homes.
Yeah, you rent an
So,
apartment.
Yeah.
Is this for the show? You mean?
No, because I just shot a movie in LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So isn't that a weird feeling that you probably run into people every once in a while? They're like, "Oh, Lil Mo, what have you been doing?"
Yeah.
But obviously you've done quite well for yourself, and it's
Yeah.
not like people need to worry about you.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about me because I don't look crazy. I think I look better than when I came out before. Like I sat back and I reassessed and I realized what the industry needed. And a lot of my major friends are in high positions and they tell me like, listen, the game ain't what it used to be. You got to come out busting. And I realized that. So what she did was this one got in the gym. This one, like I switched my whole image, but I'm still me. I never changed my my integrity, my humility, all of that's still intact. So I realized like when you come back, you can't act like you better than nobody. You just got to be the greatest you. So that's what I did. I made the great. I did a show last night at SOBs. People were like, God, you could really sing. I said that never changed. Like my range is greater, my stage presence, like everything I did, I made everything great. You can't come out faking.
So the girls on this program,
Uh-huh.
you feel like they, 1, tried to play you, 2, they were negative. Was there anybody you was cool with on
I
the
was
show?
cool with Claudette, Shantae Moore, Misha, and Michelle A.
Michelle A. punched somebody in the face. You better be cool with her.
Yeah.
Michelle is on the show.
She's Suge Knight and Dr. Dre's baby mom.
Yeah.
She's on the show.
Yes.
There's Michelle A,
Yes.
Shantae Moore,
Yes.
Lil Mo,
Claudette Ortiz.
Ortiz, Kelly Price,
And Dawn Robinson.
And Dawn Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
How's Dawn look?
Yeah, how's Dawn look? Let's be honest.
Be
we know
honest,
you don't
Mo.
love her. Just talk to us physically. How does she look?
She has a nice rack, but far as
That's for sure.
physical attributes, like
How them legs? How them legs?
they're not like these. She don't keep them greased up. See, I have.
She's ashy. Did you just call Dawn Robinson
Yo,
ashy?
she like her
Like,
clothes
not
are like.
like
See,
these.
I'm gonna tell you, when I went out there, my makeup artist lived with me, so every day I was in hair and makeup. So if you watch the show, you'd be like, Mo, you went out there, your ass was acting like you was wanted to do a show.
But what do you mean? They didn't give you guys hair and makeup on the show?
That was maybe they chose to use their money otherwise. I
You
chose
took care of
to-
yours.
Heck yeah. My makeup artist lived with us. I moved her out with us. She's on the road with me now. Like there are certain requirements when I step out the house. I won't come out the house looking undone because you just never know. You just gotta be ready. Somebody might call me as soon as I leave out of here and be like, yo, we need you to come sing down. I'm just already always ready USA.
Yeah, ready to rock.
See,
Okay,
I just
respect that.
as an old man, I gotta go watch R&B divas though, just because there's 3 or 4 women I wanted
It's
to
gonna
have
make you
sex
feel-
with
it's-
on the program
On your
as a
whole
young
freaking
It's gonna
man.
make you feel some type of way.
What you
Trust
mean?
me. Because a lot of people think it's just about us walking around singing songs. No, it got real. Like we went to our first week, everybody was chilling. You know, we introduced and tell everybody where we came from. The second week, we went to Vegas. So when you go to Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But we went out there for an event that Kelly had, which is like a foundation that she's a part of. But she wasn't even there.
What?
So she ain't show up to her own situation.
Fundraiser.
Yeah. And so we sitting there and the man comes and can y'all sing a little something? So he asks me, and I'm half asleep because I'm still on East Coast time. I'm tweeting. It was a mess.
What channel is it on?
TV1.
TV
See,
One.
that's why I didn't see it.
Yeah. What you got, Dish
I've
Network?
never watched TV1 before.
Well, now you have a reason to.
I've
Well, we was
never
the number
watched
one
the
show,
channel.
so I know he was doing good because I got some calls from some people from some major shows, and they were like, "Yo, y'all are killing."
That's dope.
I will say this.
Yeah.
I will say
We did
this
good.
about Lil Mo's makeup in general game. Your lip gloss. People talk about lip gloss pop, and you really take it to a different level.
I did. It pops.
'Cause
And
you're-
I probably have it in my pocket somewhere back here.
Because your lips already stand out, and then with it's
Why somebody tweeted me the other day talking about something? I had showed a picture of my new hair color because my sister formulates my hair color. Somebody was like, "Oh, I thought you was Jay-Z with a wig." They tried my
They-
lip.
they
They
trying
disrespected, but I was like,
Disrespect.
Did you?
I said-
You should have retweeted it. You got to
I
retweet
did.
the hate.
It's on
You got-
Instagram, but I wasn't mad because I was like, "Oh, that means money."
That
But
means
what
I
did you
money.
say? Do you write back to these
Hell yeah, I be
crazy
like,
comments?
bitch, you don't know me. They down. And half this shit, some people be tweeting.
Oh,
or
I get mad
Yo, this
slander on
one-
Twitter. I go at it
people be
with
slandering,
anybody,
and then they go in and they
everybody.
like, get them, Mo. I be like, I'm not
I
gonna
get
get
so
her
mad
back.
at him for
person,
entertaining it.
the main person talking shit end up being like, nah, you cool. I was just messing with you.
Yeah, and they won't say it to your face.
Never in life.
They won't
And
get
most
a
of the people that talk shit on Twitter, you notice they don't have their face.
Yeah,
in
and they
in the-
page be
They're
private.
trolls.
They be private
It's
page.
called a troll. But
Ugh.
I entertain trolls. You blocked them. You
I
won't
blocked
even-
them. You
You
are
don't
the
say nothing back.
Sometimes I retweet and
It's very rare.
it just depends. Like if it's good, like today I got to work at 5:58 and it says I fucking hate you. And
Like, who wakes
I
up-
retweeted that and I was like, come on, this is out the gate.
That's just
Monday,
me. That's a
5:58?
demon.
But
Yeah,
they're
that's- come
miserable
on.
people who have nothing to
There
do.
are miserable people.
Nothing.
Listen, I just look at it like, yo, if you turn on the radio and fuck with us, you could be miserable. Just get them ratings.
Just
I know
Yes,
that's
please.
right.
Get them
People don't know about
ratings.
that PPM. I
Get them
did.
ratings.
Are you gonna go
Turn
back
it
to
on.
radio one day?
Yeah, of course. Like
Like-
that's what my heart is. But one thing I don't like about radio now because they don't let. Well, I know
People can't see how tight your body is these days. You're trying to show everything. You're trying to show
because
the
I
whole
used to
package.
be. I did the Color Purple when I was on radio. I got so much work. Like I was like, they was like, you trying to go out here? I was the field girl, and I was always, yeah. I'm the person that maximizes every situation because people are like, nah, I want to go to that joint. I was like, I'm gonna go to that joint and just turn up. I was doing all the day parties, the plays, everything. I was just like, that's what's up.
You own Baltimore. You were big in Baltimore. I was there. You did
But then
the
I
thing.
went to PGC 2 years ago, so I wound up working
for the
there.
last hurrah of PGC, which is now in the.
Yeah,
It doesn't
PGC is
sound
not
like
the same.
It's
If
not
anyone in DC knows, PGC does not sound like PGC. It sounds like a
at
pop
all.
station.
But I'll be there. I gotta do FSO for Sisters Only, so now they have to pay.
They
my
still have for
regular
Sisters Only though.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
still a big event.
So
That-
they play like Bruno Mars and like really pop music, but they still do for Sisters Only.
Yeah,
Yo, a lot of, I mean, shit, we play Bruno Mars on 97.
True indeed. But no, they go more.
Oh, they're even more.
It
than
goes wider than that.
Yeah.
They go more
because
pop.
the thing what happened is pop music recently, well, certain titles,
pop is like the new
Blurred
R&B.
Lines,
Yeah,
Treasure,
But
Bruno
don't
Mars,
your
Justin
kids love it?
Timberlake.
Yeah.
See, I know your kids love it.
My
They love
kids
Bruno
love-
Mars.
they
They
What do you
love
think-
Bruno Mars.
what do you think?
but my point was is that it's really they just doing R&B, but it's by pop stars.
But it's by
Yeah.
pop stars. Well, that's true.
Pop is the new R&B.
What do you think about K Michelle's record? You into K Michelle at all?
The VSLP.
Yeah,
I like that joint.
good song, right?
How you feel about K Michelle as an artist?
I like her. I'm glad that she's finally getting the recognition that I feel that she deserves. I love other artists. Like, I saw her grind and, with her being on reality TV. Like, reality TV is the new, I would say, marketing tool to get you back out there. That's what helped me get back out there. I put out 2 songs. They're like, don't you get on TV and not sell nothing.
Yeah, that's right. You
else
better
you'll
have
be
something ready to
selling
go.
Gucci. And I was just like, so I put out 2 songs. I wrote the theme song for the show, which is I'm a Diva, and I wrote L's Up, which I performed for our finale. And because I did such a great job, they let me do free commercials and free spots, and I did all the commercials for the show because I made myself available. I was like, who don't want to get this check?
Pretty good.
I don't
Some
understand.
people just aren't prepared to do the work. That's I
and
mean.
some people just
So
ain't in shape.
who's the next besides
Damn,
you?
Wait, time out.
What'd you say? Sorry.
Some people just ain't in shape.
Yeah, because
What
it's
do you-
image is everything. That's the first thing people
Who
think.
are you directing that at?
Not nobody. A lot of people, you just can't come out looking on any old kind of way.
Okay.
Like, I knew that once I had a baby, ain't no sense in me getting on TV looking like I'm struggling to get back to the top. No, bitch. Either go get you some liposuction or get your ass in the gym.
Or both.
Yeah. And I didn't get plastic surgery because I was scared. One time I almost died getting it.
What plastic surgery did you get in the past?
I got liposuction.
You did?
And you
and it
almost
backfired.
died?
Heck yeah.
How's it
How did it
backfire?
backfire?
Because it was like I don't know. Like, I was in the hospital for 5 days. I had to put a tube up my nose because they said whatever. I had scar tissue. So the lady's like, oh, I was getting a pedicure. And the lady said, oh, you look all pregnant. I said, no, me no pregnant. And I was just remember I couldn't eat or use the bathroom, and they said it was an ileus. It's an unknown. It's just scar tissue. So I had to. They was like, if you don't use the bathroom within a certain amount of time, it'll start coming out of your. It'll find a way to come out.
Oh my goodness,
So I
this
had to
sounds
get-
insane.
It was insane. That
So
was
no
an
more
old
plastic
fo-
surgery for Lamar.
Hell no. Hell
Done.
no.
Who is the next most talented person on the show besides yourself?
I would say no, not talented. I would say interesting. I would say Michelet. Like, people sleep because they think about her voice and they like, nobody don't want to hear that. I'm like, no. But I like recently found out on the reunion that everybody thought it was Suge that was whooping her ass while she had to get to nose job. It was Dr. Dre. So then we came up, we was like, okay, so the beats by Dre have to do because he beats women.
Oh.
Hold up.
That was in the reunion?
Hold on.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
This just got crazy.
Shit just got real.
Shit just got real.
And she revealed that.
That Dre broke her nose
Yeah, twice.
twice.
I'm 4'11", she's like 5'2". He's got to be 6'4".
So you like her? She's someone you like on the show?
Yeah. She's the one that, she's real. She
So
has
Dre
a real
was
story.
hitting on Michelle, not Suge.
Yeah.
She's
And
got
she
a child
asked Suge-
with both of them.
She said she asked Suge, like, why don't you beat me? She thought that beating her meant that you loved her. So she,
Because that's the world that she's from.
That is
Yeah.
sad.
That's how she
really
was
sad.
raised.
yeah.
that is
So now
right.
she's getting her life together. I was like, she has a very interesting story.
But what about talent? Because
Yo.
like Dawn, it's interesting. Dawn was kind of the star of In Vogue.
Right.
She was.
I thought so.
She was
But she
the
didn't win the
best-
name because I saw on TMZ they posted that Cindy and Terry won. So on the show I was just like, because all right, our whole show was supposed to be about, we get to the end and we did monologues to show I did Cynthia versus Little Mo, the real me versus the image that I created. So I did that as well as I preached because my background is church.
That's right.
So
Isn't your mom a preacher or
my
something?
mom and dad.
Yeah, yeah.
So a lot of people they wonder why I used to get kicked out of churches because I have 35 tattoos and how do you support your daughter? She sings R&B and she curses on TV. I was like, no matter what, I'm still covered. Like, don't worry about my walk. Just worry about I don't worry about what nothing nobody has to say about me. It's what God is writing down about me. That's my whole belief.
But back to Dawn,
Yeah.
who you're about to
so
slander.
they quit. So I was like, Dawn and Kelly quit like 2 weeks before we were supposed to do a finale. And I was like, wait a minute. Because I used a lawyer for my contract. I was like, I didn't know we was allowed to quit. Like, who quits?
Why you would have quit if you knew that you could? You would have.
No.
Oh, okay.
But you
So
were
your
surprised
point
they
is
did
your
good.
point
Yeah,
is
yeah.
they weren't talent enough to stay on the show and keep
I called
going.
her a coward. And we got into it on the show because she quit the day that, okay, so what happened was when we were rehearsing for the monologue, she came in one day, like literally.
This is Dawn.
This is Dawn. She came in. She was like, yeah, I'm not going to do the monologue because my husband was the music producer for it. So he had switched his flight and my daughter's flight. They had to come back to the East Coast. And so it cost us a grip because it was during spring break time. So that was an expense I had to take on. So I was like, yeah, she want to rehearse and blah, blah, blah. And then when she came in and quit, I lost it.
So do you think they quit because you had so much going? Like you had the singles you put out, your husband's the music
No,
producer.
she said she quit because she felt that they was doing Kelly wrong. That's what she said, and it's on video. That's what on the show. And I said,
how were they doing Kelly wrong?
I don't know. She said they were doing Kelly wrong because Kelly wanted to do her own monologue. Like, I think they thought this was their show. And I guess I came in and maximized the opportunity. And because of such a ball hogger that I am, I took over the show.
You're a good ball hog, though.
Yeah.
Hey, why did was it just a label thing, or were you and Fab friends? What was the chemistry? Why was the chemistry so good between you and Fab?
I think his birthday is November 18th. I'm November 19th. We're both Scorpios. We just was always cool. I don't know. It's just, I used to hear him on mixtapes, and I was like, yo, whoever that is, like, my brother was like, yo, you got to get this guy in a song with you. And so I literally found him, and, like, I used to go to the hood with him, and I was like, you sure nobody, because I'm from, I'm not really from the hood, but all the hood love me. So I was like, oh my God, like, he took me to Brooklyn. I was like, is anybody going to rob? He's like, yo, I got you. And I just got cool with his whole family, and that was it. Never anything sexual or anything. Like, we was really family.
See, she volunteered that, though, which makes you think she's lying, right?
No, I'm honest to God. I've never
like,
slept
nothing
with
weird
anybody.
happened, nothing-
Nobody in the
you were
music
going
industry.
there, so she was like,
Yeah,
No,
I
I wasn't gonna go
everybody
there.
thinks,
Let
oh,
me
you're
clean
that
that
cool.
up
Oh,
real
y'all
quick.
had to be humping. And I was like, no, I've never
as
humped
long as
any
I've
rappers.
known Mo, the one thing I've never heard about her is fucking with random.
And I'm not a
dudes or
slut
artists
monkey.
or
Not a
none of
slut
that.
monkey.
At all.
Obviously, she was every time she was always in a relationship with some guy, talking about marriage.
I was always married.
Getting married. Yeah.
I've been married since I've been Little Mo. Oh, I
Same
know her.
person?
No, I've remarried since then. But it's like nobody.
You're a serial monogamous, though.
Yeah, I don't believe in having children out of wedlock.
Were all
Like,
your,
me personally.
Were all your kids in wedlock?
No, all my children are under the marriage.
Are they all from the first marriage?
No, 2 are from the first marriage, 2 are from the second.
So what are the ages of the children?
11, 8, 4, and 1. And my two's
Just
not
had a
tied.
baby.
Yeah.
So you would have more children.
Yeah.
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 Is it hard to be away from the 1-year-old?
Yeah, because he's like a stage 7 clinger. And like when he sees me, because that's my baby. So like literally once I leave here, I can't wait till like he sleeps under me. So it's like,
So
I
what
go
do you do
through-
when you have to go work and
drink,
he's
turn up.
You're insane.
But
No,
then I
this
take
has to be a good show.
But then I take pictures of it and I send it to my kids. They all have iPhones. And so like I sent my daughter be like, Ma, you was turned up. I said all the way. My kids love my life. Like they did just not realizing I'm famous.
So did you marry? Did your husband have money?
No.
It was all your money.
Yeah.
So how well did you do? Like it sounds like you have 4 kids, live comfortable, multiple homes.
Yeah.
Where did you do really well? Was it just album sales or writing
Album
for other,
sales,
you write for other
writing,
people?
and just saving. Like I live a frugal life. Like I shop at Sam's Club.
You live in Odenton.
Yeah.
You make good decisions.
Yeah,
Like,
I made great decisions. I have great people around me. I made some bad decisions because like what year is this? 2013. Like I got a letter from the IRS. I didn't even realize how much money I made until they wrote me, and like
You owed them because
yeah,
you
and I
hadn't
was
paid
like,
enough.
where? It was like from 2003 to I was gagging. But my cousin works for the IRS and she told me what to do. So I stayed away from jail because I paid my taxes.
paying
It's smart.
taxes helps.
And you know the
It does.
IRS is actually cool because
All you gotta do is talk
you
to
just
them.
got to call.
You've
Just-
always said that, so you can back up Ebro's thought on
I
that.
No,
I
really.
tell them all the time. I'll be like, yo, I owe the IRS right now while we talking, right? Because I take money and I pay for my mom's stuff and take
Yeah.
care of different shit. But I always just call them like, yo, I'm gonna get to you. I just gotta handle some things first.
All you got to do is
That's
talk
true.
to them. And that's what I went to one of the meetings because I was like, I have accountants. This is people who do this stuff. And so I went in to the meeting. I went by myself and I told the lady, she was like, yeah, because all of this stuff and where was this money? I said, I don't know. Like 2003, that was 10 years ago. I don't remember any of that. I said, I know somebody stole this. Like I found out accountant was stealing my. I had to come up here and file something with the Supreme Court. Like somebody was stealing my money and was buying houses in Florida with it.
Oh,
And I didn't even know I was getting money. That's how real it was. And I was just like, and they knew that I was honest because I ain't coming in with no entourage. I went in there at the mercy of and just being humble as I knew how to be. And it was just like, I don't know how to do this stuff. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write off. They told me write off everything from hair to clothes to you step out the house. And she was like, you technically can't do that. And she told me what to do. And so now they put me on the extended payment plan. I pay $269 a month. Yeah,
Yo,
and
I
they
think
I'm on that
chopped.
same
And she
plan,
said,
my
and she
G.
chopped off so much. She said,
Same price too?
Nah, mine's a little bit more because I want to get it over with quick.
Yo, but I know Lil
but
Mo.
yeah, you could pay it up.
I know Lil Mo has money though because she has enough money that she didn't notice that people were buying houses.
Yeah,
If someone bought a house with my money,
Yeah, like,
I'm gonna
wait a
even in
second.
Florida.
Yeah.
Even in Florida,
I
I'ma
found out
notice.
because I went to the bank, and I think it was used to be HSBC. I went to the bank, and when they showed me a printout, I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?" They was like, "Well, since he was an authorized signer on the account," I said, "That was my account. He wasn't supposed to be signing it without me." They was like, "Well, he was like 75,000, 95,000," and I was like, "Where was this money coming in?" Like I never saw it, and they knew they knew I didn't see it. I was just like, "Look, if you look like you lying and you don't, admit you'll get like, look, I done messed up, blah blah." But I was just like, I knew nothing about this.
I'm sure you pressed charges against them.
They can't find him. So what the IRS did was they chopped it off.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
That's
So
crazy.
so now R&B Divas LA, there's supposed to be a R&B Divas.
There's an ATL. They're on their third season.
Oh, so that already is happening.
Yeah.
So I'm late to the game as
Yeah.
usual.
You're old.
And that's what happens when
How
you get
old are you?
I'm 38.
Really?
I just
look
call
it.
myself old just because
He likes it. He
actually-
feels old.
I feel old. My body hurts. My knees bad.
You have kids?
Nah,
He's
not yet.
grumpy
Not
all the
married either.
time. Oh.
I should bring
I'm
my
grumpy
4
because I hang around a bunch of young hacks who don't know what it appreciate the life that I've given them.
He's right.
And so I just
He's
feel
right.
old and angry all the time. But anyway, back to you. So is there going to be another season of R&B Divas LA? And now that these two ladies quit, what happens?
See, I don't know because they still have contracts, so I don't know what they're gonna do. But I signed on to do another season that contractually. So, but the way my contract is set up, if they don't pick it up, then I get to be a free agent. And trust me, a lot of people are waiting.
I think I'm going to try to get on the show because I've been doing some Ratchet TV. I'm going to see if Claudette will give me her 4th, 5th, and 6th child.
That's what he
what do you guys
wants.
think?
You serious?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I
'Cause
just
she's
thought about it
single.
right now. She's hot.
He just thinks she's really hot.
She was here.
She's hot, right?
She was a
I
guest.
missed her
and he
that
was
day.
really
She's
She's
really
hot,
hot.
my G.
I know. I
My
missed
dude.
it. I missed it.
She's
Claudette
really
looks
hot.
amazing. You look amazing.
Thank you.
I got to look at the videotape to see if Dawn, you're saying she looks ashy.
Because I think she had a facelift, and I think it needs to be redone.
Damn.
Ugh.
You need to lift your already lifted face.
It's called a life lift. I saw the commercial.
Shots.
She need to lift her life,
And then Kelly Price. She had lost a lot of weight.
and she found it. What?
It's over. Lil Mo, ladies and gentlemen.